Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today's topic is once again PMO addiction related. And I want to talk a little bit about something that I went through a lot in my recovery or in my attempts to recovery. The topic is what counts as porn? What counts as a relapse when you try to stay away from porn and you try to recover from porn? I will give you a very short and simple answer. And the answer is anything and everything that you find arousing. So this could be, let me just use my own experience as an example. In the very beginning, when I started to try to detach from consuming pornography, I would consume hentai because the logic was that it's not real. It's not porn. Like, yeah, it arouses me and everything, but it's not pornography because it's, it's just cartoons, right? So I would look at all these images and think that it's not the same thing. Well, there's a few problems with that. One of the problems is that it is so much of the same thing. It's so similar that it actually makes you pursue the real thing. It makes, if you watch hentai, you will eventually end up watching porn. The other thing is that it, keeps you in the loop of the compulsive masturbation. So it's not helpful at all. It's a stupid thing. It's one of those good examples of when you try to rationalize, because you're so addicted, you're so hooked, you try to rationalize your behavior and everything, and you make all these excuses that in hindsight they're fucking stupid, but in the moment you actually believe them. So anyway, so that was the first thing I used to go through, was like, okay, I'm gonna watch hentai instead. Well, I did eventually learn that just doesn't work. Now the next thing was sexting. So basically you go onto websites where you can find anonymous people and you can talk with them anonymously. And basically what it means is that you fantasize with them. Maybe some people even send pictures. But it doesn't matter, actually. Whether you send pictures or you just fantasize with them, doesn't matter. It's all the same. Why this is still not gonna help you at all on your path to recovery is because you are again still feeding into your compulsive behavior. And what always happened 100% of the time, if I ended up going onto a site, anonymously to talk with anonymous people and just chit chat and sort of talk sexual fantasies, I would always end up relapsing into watching pornography because I would want to see those fantasies come to life through the visual version, which is, pornography. So basically, that is not gonna help either. So there is porn, there is hentai, there is sexting. And the next thing would be, I suppose, non-nude images. You can go on Instagram and you can find all these attractive people in, very light clothing. And once again, it's the same thing. It feeds into your compulsive behavior. It feeds into, you get aroused, and your arousal is actually your reaction to stress, your response to stress or whatever it is that you're trying to medicate. So the arousal effect that happens in your head is always actually the problem. It's not what you watch, it's not what you listen, it's none of those things. And the next one after that, I would say, is something that in these days especially is more common. It would be AI generated content. And here I used to have the same logic. It is not real, so it doesn't matter. It's not the same thing because it's not real. Well, you already know the answer, right? It counts as a relapse because you're still reinforcing that same behavior. So I want to keep this video short, so I'm gonna end it here. It kind of feels like I'm ending it in the middle of nowhere, but I'm sorry about that. But anyway, the short answer is, if you are doing something specifically to feel aroused, then you have failed and you have relapsed. Now, it's a different discussion entirely how you should react to your relapse, how hard you should be on yourself, how harsh you should be on yourself. That's a different discussion. But if we talk about what is a relapse when you try to quit porn addiction, everything that makes you aroused, everything external. So let's say if you sit in a room alone without any stimulation from any device or anything like that, and you're only in your head, and then you're aroused, maybe then we can talk it's something different. But other than that, if it's anything you get from outside of your own head, then it's gonna be a relapse and it's gonna fuck you up. And I will make a sequel to this video right now in the same sitting. I want to split these so I can, these are easier to digest and these are easier for me to publish and edit. So I will see you in the next one, which is a direct sequel in the same place, in the same setting. So see you really soon. And thanks for watching this one.